Hello there, this is the Carbon MOAB. I know the video quality isn't very great because I don't want the uploading time to be like an hour and I have to leave fairly soon. Anyways, I'll explain why this was a good MOAB. Maybe not as good as the one Carbon. So if you got here from the link video, they gave you the option. I mean, not as good as the one on Village. Maybe you should go and click on that one after you're done watching this, because that class setup was just junk. Now, this class setup wasn't very good either, because it was an FMG9 suppressed, and if you don't know, this thing has so much recoil that you have to hip fire with it, and when you aim with it, it's basically, there's one good thing about it, it's going to bounce up to the head, but you better be shooting at their feet first, or else you won't get enough damage into them to kill them. But the perks that I was using on this, I mean, they were pretty basic perks. Hardline, steady aim, and sleight of hand. And I used Specialist. My G36C with ACOG, with the first aiming sight that you unlock on it, the little circle, as you can probably see in a second, with a suppressor. Now, the one thing about this gun is it kicks a lot, even with kick, and I find that I do not like this aiming sight at all, and when I try to kill people with it, it takes quite a few more shots than any other gun. It's still on my main gun rotation list because, trust me, I can go to work with this gun, but it's definitely not my favorite gun. And I realize this was a little bit of a campy MOAB, but I mean, my playstyle is completely different than my normal one when I'm using this gun. I just cannot rush very well with the G36 out. Now see that FMG9? It was pretty good. Now this guy always goes on. I was in a match with him like 3 times. This kid does horrible, and he blames everyone for hacking. At least one person a match. I was lucky enough to get in this match and there was no hackers. So this kid was just annoying. It's funny. Well, I guess, yeah, I said in the chat I'm using overpowered guns, which I guess is kind of true because it's a G36. That isn't so much overpowered as it's better than most guns, but the FMG9 is just pretty good. I mean, actually, to be honest, it's decent when you get all Specialist, but I still can't stand how bad the recoil is, and your shots are flying everywhere, even when you're no-scoping or hip-firing, so to say, with this gun. It's not preferred, but I could definitely take an MP9 over this. The one good part about this is if you're at close range, and you're, gonna hit every shot, this will hands down beat the MP9 at close range every time. But when it comes to long range, not so much. The MP9 is definitely going to beat this gun. Anyways, so the G36 I whip out here because we got them in a little bit of spawn trap. I think I'm like the only one up here and my teammates are all in the back. So I'm like, you know what, they're gonna start spawning. So I just get a little bit of patience, wait, and sure enough, on my radar, I see tons of red dots. They start spawning, I start killing, I get my MOAB. I die right here, sadly. 25 kill streak, and bam, I get shot in the face by a CM901. You know, I've used that gun a little bit, and my experience with it hasn't been very good. So right here, I don't know what I was doing, but I called in the MOAB. I was pretty happy about it, because this was like my 5th match using this setup. But anyways, go check out my Village MOAB. My Village MOAB was an absolutely horrible setup. So anyways, bye.